Alright, y'all, for today's Yap session, the community bop. Oh, no. The community ball of Twitch. Sumya? I think that's how you say her name. Yeah, I didn't even know who she was until Stream University. And the one clip I do know from her is when DDG kicked her straight out of his room, told her, I'll see you in class. Y'all remember that clip, right? DDG was like, the chat saying you 17 or something. She was like, nah, I'm 19. I'll see you in class. And it's like, 19 is technically an adult legally, at least in the US, but DDG 27, what he look like hanging around a 19-year-old one-on-one? Come on now. But let's go.
Digital footprint is one of the most important things you have to consider when you make the decision of being a content creator. When people want to do research on you, having your worst moment pop up is not something you want. You don't want to end up like Tyler the Creator.
I got Swifties all mad at me with they racist.
Whoa, what?
Like Tyler the Creator.
Let's go back.
Consider when you make the decision of being a content creator. When people want to do research on you, having your worst moment pop up is not something you want. You
I mean, no, that is true. That's true.
don't want to end up like Tyler the Creator.
I got Swifties all mad at me with they racist. Bringing up old lyrics. Don't listen to Tron Cat. I don't know. They gonna bring out the old me.
I'm joking, but seriously, even though Tyler has moved past his more vulgar background, his digital footprint still haunts him till this day.
Yeah, a lot of people that are known on the internet are gonna have a digital background that's, I mean, not everyone's gonna have a digital footprint. Some of it's gonna look bad, but I'm sure the type of bad he's talking about is like being known as the community ball or as a racist, or you know what I'm saying?
And in the past, even I've tried to make sense of it. But the point is that you don't want to be in a position where people try to make sense of your digital footprint. And you don't want to have to address narratives and things that are being said about you and your name. Move preventively and don't allow things to happen. I really want to look at this situation from my lens and analyze it. That's what we're going to do today. So let me stop yapping because y'all know I'm the hood Socrates, and let's actually start. This all started when Dabo had this streamer named Samaya on stream as his therapist, but he started cooking her low key.
Trying to make it seem like something that's not, but it's cool.
So honestly, this is all AI. Is that what you're interpreting?
That's ChatGPT.
Oh, okay. So we're both yapping right now.
Did she just say just ask GPT? I just found that out yesterday, y'all. It's Chat GPT, not Chat GBT.
Is that what you're interpreting?
That's ChatGPT.
Oh, okay. So we're both yapping right now. Okay, clearly. So I feel like, you know, what you gotta start taking accountability.
Huh? I thought she was the therapist. Hold on.
Trying to make it
Socrates, and let's actually start. This all started when Dabo had this streamer named Samaya on stream as his therapist, but he started cooking her low key.
Like, from the way the conversation going, it don't look like she's the therapist. It looks like he may be the therapist, honestly.
make it seem like something that's not, but it's cool.
So honestly, this is all AI. Is that what you're interpreting?
That's ChatGPT.
Oh, okay. So we're both yapping right now. Okay, clearly.
Yeah.
So I feel like, you know, what you gotta start taking accountability. It seems like you trying to be like, you're not everybody's ball, all this. You gotta start taking accountability.
Nigga, I'm not everybody ball.
If you don't take accountability, if you don't fucking take accountability,
Who ball am I then? No.
nigga, Twitch.tv's.
I'ma smack this.
If someone walk up to you and say, you the community ball for Twitch.tv, it's over for you. Or like any sort of community, if anybody walks up to you and tells you you're the community's ball, you're not getting out of that hole, like, at all. Even if you get your own boyfriend, girlfriend, you're not getting out that hole, ever.
Okay, my fault. Okay.
What you talking about?
Okay, my fault. Okay, generally, okay.
Definitely ain't your ball. Ain't you on Twitch?
Girl, I don't want to be your ball.
Hey, okay. Hey, Dabo had something to say. She had something to say right back.
Girl, I don't want to. Girl, I don't want to do that. I don't
want to.
do
You
that.
never get the chance to dribble this.
I never wanted to.
Never get no ball.
Never
so don't
wanted
do that. Don't do that.
Dabo, What is this? Never wanted to. What is that? What is that, Dabo? What is never wanted to? Never wanted to. What is that? Why is your hair yellow or like a orangish yellow? Y'all know he's like known for being the most chopped person on Twitch. So for him to be like, I ain't never want you, I don't want that, the allegations must be crazy.
Don't do that.
First of all, Dabo, that was a little hilarious. I know that's off topic, but seriously, I be using women lingo like that. But honestly, she's definitely the community ball. She's an outside ball at that, and she's been getting
Nah, we know what that means. She an outside boy.
dribbled, and I don't feel bad saying that. Shorty is essentially the female version of a male content creator who spams women content. This type of joking is merely the product of that. But before we go any further, I need to give you guys some context, because she definitely did this to herself. Apparently Samaya is a mean girl streamer, and if you remember, during Streamer University there was hella drama, hella controversy, but part of that drama was bigger streamers egoing people. This girl was apparently avoiding all these small streamers and only going for other big streamers. Well, I guess I'll say mid-sized streamer, because she had 100k going in, or at least that's what they're saying.
I feel like you don't really collaborate with everybody. I feel like you feel like you collaborate with up niggas are out of here now. But like, if you see a content creator, man, oh yeah, what's up? Yeah. But like, for example, I could clock T crazy.
Go ahead.
I could clock T crazy.
Yesterday, Kai came in the suite when what's her name, Asian girl, Nina was making the whole shit. When you was in there, other people came in there, you opened the door, you see niggas, you slammed that door mad quick.
Cause my chat said she was singing loud.
Stop cap.
That's not cap.
Stop cap. Well, like what she's doing, it like being around bigger streamers, even if it's like guys, you know what I'm saying? It's not like a bad move in terms of her gaining popularity, but it will make her look like the streamer that only likes hanging around the dudes that got a whole bunch of followers, whole bunch of clout, or even, you know, streamers she think that look good, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be a good look.
Now I understand that you're here to help your brand. That's what Streamer University was about. You want to be around all these big people, but I think it definitely gets to a point if you get called to the office. And also, once again, she had about 100k followers going in, so it's not like she was desperate for the put on or desperate for the collabs. And then the thing that was getting me is that, nigga, she's just around all these big male streamers. And obviously she's making that type of flirtatious content, this stuff that goes viral, whatever. I can't stop her, but damn, why you gotta just be around all these dudes?
Y'all gotta go back to that.
I feel like some people hate on the flirtatious content a little too much, to be honest. Why? Because people could just leave that content alone, you know, not study it. They ain't gotta analyze it. It's as simple as what it's labeled, flirtatious content. There's people that obviously enjoying that content, and if there wasn't, no one would be watching it, you know what I mean? I feel like we analyze and get into that too much, you know what I mean? That's my personal opinion.
She might be. Video call on your PC, okay? Video call?
What just happened?
Yes, bro.
How do y'all feel?
Yes.
Did you enjoy your time handcuffed?
Oh God, I did. Oh, free now though.
You just talking about you better go to that girl room. Why we handcuffs?
Look at those handcuffs, by the way. Those are not normal. Do your research. Those are not safe for work handcuffs. And the fact that Samaya was even willing to participate in this activity is already very telling about her as a person. And that's just setting the tone for who she is as a content creator. And I need you guys to remember this. Repetition is personality. And as you watch this video, you'll see how repeated actions become associated with character. Everything that's been said about her is a product of that same repetition. Now that I've shown you that she's willing to do that type of stuff for content, this is her and DDG's interaction.
It says you're 17.
This is the clip I was talking about. Like, I didn't know who she was until I seen this clip. You know what I'm saying?
Not 17, bro. Why I wouldn't even be here.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
I see you in class. Good night.
Yo, no Q&A?
Nope, I'll see you in class. What? DG27, what he look like having a Q&A and one-on-one with a 19-year-old? What he look like?
I see you in class.
Damn, chat. I can't even talk to my professor. I've been saying I wanted a one-on-one this whole time.
I see you in class.
Damn.
Be there.
Can I know our next first assignment?
Nope.
Nope. Good night.
You sure I didn't get no cheat code?
Good night.
For the first time, I can say I actually messed with what DDG did. This was mad mature and the appropriate response to learning Samaya is 19. DDG is 27 and he does his own freaked out girl content. So I applaud him for not wanting to include and indulge in a 19-year-old's clear attempts at flirting with them. And she's talking about some one-on-one time. If a shorty wants one-on-one time, what do y'all think that means? Get out! But with the content.
Then again, look, just because DDG did this don't mean anybody, it don't mean everybody else will. And if somebody else did, it wouldn't be weird. She's considered an adult, but that age gap, you know, that's just a factor. Like I said, what he looked like having a Q&A with a 19-year-old. That don't mean if somebody else do it, it's bad. It just mean like, you know, he chose a different decision, a more safer option, you know what I mean?
Context in mind, you have to understand that this woman is portraying herself as someone who is willing to do boy content, flirt with big streamers, various big streamers at that, just for the clips and attention. So it was only inevitable that she'd be called the community ball. She goes to Streamer University, a place where a lot of people are building their brand and getting known. And when you look at her digital footprint of that, all you see is clips of her and niggas. I'm hardly seeing solo clips, reaction content, desktop content. It's just her and niggas. So let's just move away from Streamer University because there's a clip of Funny Mike and Jay Cinco laughing at her because she says she's nobody's ball.
Hey, stop all that. Nobody's ball. Mike. She said she nobody's ball, Mike. She said she nobody's ball. She said she don't get dribbled. I believe that.
Nah, she for sure get dribbled, but her being somebody's ball, I don't think no one's claiming her. That's probably why she keeps saying she's nobody's ball, because like no one's claiming her, but she's for sure been dribbled around by different people.
No, he's just talking. Maya.
You gotta go to sleep,
Like I was saying, once you get called the community ball, the allegations never leave. Once you're in a relationship, nothing. It'll never leave.
Now this clip was straight up bullying, not even gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it a bean. I feel bad for Shorty, but look who she's around. A bunch of niggas. A bunch of niggas you probably shouldn't be around. Jay Cinco is a girl content merchant and he'd be around Deshae Frost, a fellow girl content merchant. That's enough reason to avoid that space. But what is somebody doing? Sitting on the dude's freaking lap. Same dude that's laughing about her being a community ball is the same one whose lap she's sitting on. And in the clip, bro, they're frying her so bad. And what is her response?
Nah, it's just content.
They not even frying, they just laughing. I mean, they is frying her. All they did was laugh though. But like I said, that's because those allegations never gonna leave. Never.
Which, okay, Samaya, it may just be content, but why does your content have to be
like when you're the community ball? Look, I had an inside ball, right? But after I stopped like playing in inside gyms when it got hot and started playing on outdoor courts, my inside ball turned into an outside ball. This is how the community sees her. Like, she used to be to herself until she got dribbled outside. And after she got dribbled outside long enough, she became an outdoor ball. E for everyone.
flirtatious. And before y'all say anything, I'm against girl content as well. I don't even like Deshae Frost. I don't like Jay Cinco, and that's because I'm a young man. I'm not about to sit up here and watch other men flirt with girls. That's odd and very gooned out. Just because it's content don't mean it's not gonna have adverse effects on you or how people perceive you. And for me, I'm personally perceiving Samaya as a woman who is going from big male streamer to big male streamer. I'm not even trolling. Shorty was just on a date with a dude named E-Man, and I've never heard of him. But you wanna know what's crazy about that? And I mean no shade, because the first time I hear about E-Man is through a Samaya collab.
That means it's not always big male streamers. You ain't never heard of E-Man.
I'm playing basketball with the bros and shit.
Yeah. I don't know who he on the phone with, but for him to lie about what he's doing right now, like, yeah, that must be his little, you know what I'm saying? For him to lie on the phone about what he's doing with her, like, he ain't even say I'm in the car or nothing. He said, I'm playing basketball. Probably, he was finna say I'm probably playing basketball with my bird, you know what I'm saying? Look.
I'm in the middle of a game. I'm gonna call you after. Bet.
Like, if you was trying to avoid that in reality, bro, you shouldn't have answered the phone until after you were done with whatever you had going on. Realistically, to be honest. Cause now she looking at you crazy, the girl on the phone, you lying to her face. Like, you shouldn't have picked up the phone until after or something. Realistically.
I can't wait for this Sky Zone shit. I ain't gonna lie, gang. I need your beanie, nigga. I can't jump my shit. What the fuck do you mean, though?
You have a girlfriend?
You
have a girlfriend? That's a girl named with a heart.
Yeah, with a heart. And you lied about what you're doing, like, now. You could have just said, I'm in the car.
Oh, that is my sister.
Started with a B. And you just lied.
Who's lying to their sister about being in the car with someone else? And they go tell her, oh, I'm playing ball right now. I'll call you after. What?
Hi. Until we were playing basketball.
I thought we was playing later. I was just manifesting.
Alright. Now I'm about to be texting all my little shit.
What?
And she just be looking so uncomfortable. And I think that's part of a bigger problem because these male streamers don't see women as women. They see them as assets to the content. And I touch on that later. But because they see them as assets, they see them as, oh, this is just another shorty in my roster. So of course she'd be uncomfortable because the dude's on the girl talking to another woman. So come on. I also think that she probably feels like she has to do this to succeed. But once again, I'll touch on that at the end. Now, on 2 separate occasions from what I've seen, Samaya has responded to the community ball comments. Let's look at the first one. This was after Dabo trolled her.
The Twitch TV ball comment was not funny. I didn't find it funny at all. I'm not y'all balls. I'm nobody's ball. Like, what the fuck?
Look, she's referring to anybody claiming her or her claiming somebody. That this is what she means. But that's not what people mean when they say you're the community's ball. They saying you eat for everyone, free for everyone at that in the community.
And yeah, that's it. That's all. Because it'd be the same people saying like, "Oh, she's for everybody. She's a, like,
yeah.
you know." And as soon as I get in your face, you'll jump the first chance you get, and you will be surprised. Negative clips. Like, you go on Twitter, type my name in. It's weird. You go on TikTok, type my name in. It gets weird.
Okay, I do agree. Niggas are hypocrites. If Shorty was in the face of half of the people calling her a 304 or ball, they'd be going. Yeah. But that's just men being dumb. Not saying it makes it okay, but you guys know the communities of these big streamers. I also think that people don't be criticizing the male streamers enough for being balls themselves. And if we're being honest, those guys are really like outdoor and one balls. If you're a hooper, you know what I'm talking about. Deshae Frost, for example, he's for show a community.
Nah, people have called like the male streamers out. It's just the effect isn't the same. It's kind of just the difference between man and woman. Like certain things with men that also are talked about for the same thing with women, it just doesn't hit the same. Like same thing for the male side, just with this it hits different for a woman more than a man, you know what I mean?
Community ball. I mean, he could have literally got burnt. I don't know if y'all remember the Gucci third leg situation. The dude, Deshae Frost, he nearly got burnt by messing with Danae Davis. But my point is, male streamers be worse than community balls. They literally be pickup game balls. And that double standard is something I also want to touch on more at the end. Her second response though was a little heartbreaking, I'm not gonna lie.
I just don't do shit like this. It's so weird.
Yeah, I'm on stream right now.
I can't tell if that was real crying or fake crying. I don't know. I've seen a lot of people cry, and that looked like the most fake cry I've seen. But I could be wrong though.
And I'm just calling to let you know. Are you free to talk right now or no?
I'm my friend right now. I said, "Cool, you okay? What happened?"
No, I just don't appreciate yesterday or no this morning. That's it. That's all. How y'all try to make it seem like I was in a room with Punga and I wasn't. Y'all knew that.
I know that. I mean, you be trolling, man. You dead ass.
I'm just, that's where I hang up. Because I'm not trolling. Like, what the, I done had talks with these people off camera and told them like, I don't appreciate the narrative going around. And I'm only addressing it online. I let everything else slide. Like I do. But if you come to something on the internet, I'm gonna address it on the internet. Period, point blank. Y'all, it wasn't.
See, that's not always the answer. Just because they address it on the internet doesn't mean you have to. Now, I get it. I get why she said that, but that's not even always the answer, shawty.
It wasn't a problem when niggas was laughing on camera. The fuck? Now it's a problem when I made somebody feel bad and they wanna address the narrative. No.
And honestly, bro, I really do feel bad for her. And I know I said at the start I don't and that she deserves it, but even though I think she be getting around, and not literally, but just being around on everyone's streams, she's not being treated right, and I don't agree with that. But guess what the context was? She is responding to a rumor about her and another streamer. So what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of empathy that can be given to Samaya. Seriously, she's a content creator who is just now in the spotlight. But with that being said, there's also an extreme amount of accountability that needs to be taken. Number one, girl, stop going to all these streams and flirting. I'm so serious. I don't see Senna with this problem. She's not getting 1,000 rumors about her.
That's because that's not her style of content. If her style of content is being flirtatious, let her rock. Now, if she knows this is her style of content and it's gonna come with these allegations, she needs to like sit down and understand and take both in. You know what I mean? Like, if she's gonna do the flirtatious content, she's got to realize what's going to come with it. Now, if she doesn't realize it's her being flirtatious, she's a little dumb. I'm sure she does know, though. You know what I mean?
Her and dudes. Number two, Samaya, stop trusting all these big creators. If you're a fan of me, you know I really don't be messing with streamers, big creators, whatever, especially these modern ones. And that's because they do things like this, okay? They will make content with you. They be cracking.
I think we've heard enough, though. To be honest, I think we've heard enough about the Samaya being the community ball. Look, Samaya, if those allegations, I was lying earlier, they can leave. They can stop being talked about if you change your style of content. It's not going to happen right away, but over time, it'll eventually fade into the darkness of your older self. It will take a while, though. Definitely more than a few days. Definitely more than like a few weeks. I give it a good couple months. You'll be straight. But that's all for now, y'all. Let me know if there's anything y'all want me to see specifically. Otherwise, I'm probably going to keep scrolling like I'm bored on TikTok or something, finding something interesting to look at. But y'all let me know. And until then, I'll catch y'all later.